Hey, what is up guys? So Duelist Saga, a bunch of cards got leaked coming from this set, and also a bunch of new cards got announced. So anyways, let's go and jump into it. There's also important rulings that we need to go over for the whole link sum mechanic. But anyways, first off, some of the leaked reprints that we now know that are coming out in Duelist Saga. Trishula, really good card. Next up, a bunch of these cards are actually from Premium Pack 19, like I mentioned before. I'll link this video down below if you guys want to see like pretty much what's going to be coming in here. But we have some more important information regarding the new Duelist Saga. Rescue Cat has a new effect, which negates the monster's effect. So more than likely, Rescue Cat will probably come back in the future, but it's nerfed, so pretty much who's going to be playing it? Exactly. But nonetheless, there's SLAYDRA, not that many people really needed them. But also, honestly, Neos comes in here, so that's really cool. That's a really great reprint. And some of the cards that I mentioned before are, again, all in the previous video. I talked a bunch about all the cards that more than likely are going to be coming out in this. Titanic Moth is one of those cards. But also, important stuff over here. Newer cards and also rulings. So first off, Return to the Front Lines. Okay little card. It's a normal trap card that says target one monster in graveyard to special summon that monster in defense position. For the most part, it's an okay card. It can help out against certain things that would destroy things like chaining, Twin Twisters. When you activate Call of the Haunted, your opponent just goes ahead and negates it essentially through MST. But nonetheless, it definitely outclasses some of the other cards we have in the game. I don't think that this card will see a ton of play in every deck, but it's not a bad card. The next card up is actually something pretty decent though, coming from the Italian Yu-Gi-Oh group. So anyways, new card called Power Wall. So it's a trap card. It says, when you would take battle damage from an opponent's attacking monster during damage calculations, send cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard until the number of sent cards times 500 is greater than or equal to the amount of battle damage you would have taken, and make the battle damage you take from this battle 0. So it not only doesn't make it so you don't actually take the damage, you get to send some cards. So support for the Infernoids and Lightsworn essentially is what this really comes down to. Heck, Burning Abyss could even run this. But it's a decent little card. Let me know, guys, if you guys would be running this. This is also another card that's coming out in the Duelist Saga. But anyways, really important rulings. Alright, guys, so this was posted over on the Weekly Jump. It is foreign, but we got the translation here courtesy of the organization. But anyways, important ruling. So the first question that was asked, it says, after you have summoned them properly, when you revive an extra deck monster with Monster Reborn, which zone do you put them in? And it says you special summon it in the main monster zone, not an extra monster zone. Most of these things we have gone over. So basically that means when the monster is first properly summoned, it does not have to go to the extra monster zone. I'm going to go ahead and just use this as a little example over here. So now, guys, when the new Link Summon mechanic is introduced in the game, you have to bring your extra monster zones, monsters that are in the extra deck to the extra monster zone the first time. The second time, if they're sent to the graveyard, if you steal a monster, you can place them anywhere else for the most part. Unless, of course, there's some very specific cards. But yeah, that's a very, very important ruling over there. But next up, another question that was asked, it says, if you target an opponent's monster in the extra monster zone with mind control, what happens? And it says it goes to your main monster zone. When control returns your opponent, it returns to their main monster zone as well. So that's actually important. I didn't know that. I thought it would go back to their extra monster zone, but that is something that I just learned right there. But anyways, another question that was asked, it says, can you use tokens and trap monsters as materials for Link Summon? It says, if they meet the material requirements, you may use tokens and trap monsters as materials for Link Summoning. Now, some people were arguing that it has to be the token specifically says it can be used for Link Summon. I don't think that that's the case, guys. I think what they mean by that is some of the Link monsters might require very specific things like Beast, like it has to have a non-effect. I think that's what they meant by that, but nonetheless, I'm pretty sure everything can be used. And that said, Gofu will be amazing. Scapegoat will be amazing going into the next formats, which is actually pretty crazy to see Scapegoat CA return. I think that this card definitely can see some play. Yeah, it is kind of slow, but you can use it for Link summons. During your opponent's end phase, you activate it, and heck, dude, maybe you're running that new card where you guys can send cards, so you can just send a whole bunch of stuff to your graveyard, then start milling some stuff. Next turn, you follow it up with like a Scapegoat. Hey, that could be an interesting little mix up for you guys. Also, there is a card that got announced that a lot of people were like, no way, this card's coming out. It took us like, what, 10 years to get this card, guys? Because it was from originally the anime, and I saw a post and someone was like, 10 years later, we finally get it. But anyways, Fallen Paradise, it is a new field spell, and I believe this is coming out in the Duelist Saga as well, the thing that I mentioned before. But anyways, important card for some of you fans of the the Sacred Beasts. Or the Sacred God cards is, I think, what some of you guys call them. But anyways, your opponent cannot target Errata, Lord of Searing Flames, Haman, Lord of Striking Thunder, and Ravioli, Give Me the Formioli, or ARMATYLE, the Chaos Phantom, in your monster zone with card effects. Also, they can't be destroyed by your opponent's card effects if you control Errata, Lord of Searing Flames, Haman, Lord of Striking Thunder, and Ravioli, Give Me the Formioli, or ARMATYLE, the Chaos Phantom, in your monster zone. You can just draw 2 cards. You can only use this effect of it once per turn. But that's still a really decent card. It protects those. It makes them more viable. It makes them more boss monster-ish. I actually made a video on this a while back. It's basically using the whole Sacred Beasts. It's an okay deck. I think it's more for fans than anything. It's not going to be too meta, but it can definitely destroy you, especially when you copy certain things. They have like 10,000 attack. You can do a lot of cheesy things with that. But anyways, guys, let me know if you guys are happy about these ruling changes or if you guys think that these ruling changes are bad. I'm talking about the ones over here. And also, if you guys are excited about running the new Power Wall card. I know I just went over the other card. I think the other card, Return to the Front Lines, I think it's too mediocre for most decks, but this card has a lot of potential to be really good in some other decks, other than Lightsworn and Infernoids. If there's any other decks, you guys let me know down below. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely, maybe I'll do an unboxing of Duelist Saga, but I'll definitely be looking forward to covering the rest of the cards once they get announced. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you guys give the like button a slap, and also hit that subscribe button for more Minecraft videos.